What's up, you guys? It's your casual clone, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Star Wars The Black Series, The Bad Batch, Echo, from the animated series. Now, I know I'm a little bit late to the party, but mine literally just arrived, so I finally have him in hand. It's been a long time coming, and he's the last member of the team to complete The Bad Batch. Taking a closer look at the box, there's not much going on. It's the standard new type of Black Series box. As you guys can see, you have Star Wars The Bad Batch at the bottom here with that nice red color-coded line that symbolizes the Bad Batch. It says Echo right here, and of course you have Echo in the front window here with his accessories. He seems to come with the little grappler arm attachment, the helmet, and a pistol here. You have the nice side art that you can put together with all the other members of the Bad Batch if you have the boxes still to create a nice diorama piece. If you want to do that, you can. Star Wars The Black Series at the top. You have a window at the top right here. On the back, you have the art again, really nicely done, and you have a read-up of the box. If you guys want to go ahead and read that, pause the video right now and feel free to do so. He's 11th in the line, and with that he is completing the Bad Batch team. We have now every single member of them. On this side there's not much going on, aside from the fact that it says Star Wars The Black Series here again. Of course at the bottom there's also not much going on, it's just the barcode for those of you that need it or are interested in it. Here it is. Now that's pretty much everything that's going on with the box, so let's get him out of the box, take a closer look at his accessories, and after that take a closer look at the Bad Batch Echo. So I was thinking let's unbox him on camera actually, because why not? And a lot of people always open them from the top here, but there's so many tape strips, I always go in from the bottom actually, because there's only one tape strip. And then you can just pull him out really easily. Get him out. There he is in that plastic goodness. Let's get him out. His helmet, his arm attachment, plus his one blaster pistol. Now these are the things that he comes with. He comes with his backpack, which already comes attached to him when you take him out of the box. His helmet, obviously, his little grapple arm. Now with this blaster pistol, it's a bit hard to pick up on camera, but it has tiny silver flakes in it. I don't know if you guys can see it very well, but I guess they were trying to go for some sort of metal type effect. It kind of gets lost in the pistol. It's not very noticeable. It's definitely something, I guess. I don't really care much for it. Just black is fine, or either way, it's fine with me. Now he comes with this really nice grapple metal arm thing, or claw, I guess. Now this metal arm has some decent paint application. There's mostly silver paint right here, with some darker silver paint on this and this piece right here. Other than that, it is just a silver paint job over this arm attachment, which works, but there's nothing else that is going on with this piece here. Now it also comes with this backpack, which seems very similar to Tech's backpack. However, it is different also in the way it attaches. Usually the other backpacks have a sort of T-shape going on here, so you could technically switch around the backpacks between the team members, unlike his, which has this little peg here which just plugs into his back, making it the only backpack that works with only Echo. Of course it comes with this really nice helmet, which does have a little clip here at the back that attaches to him, or to his head, which definitely works because of his apparatus he has in his head. It wouldn't be possible to just kind of put a helmet on him. You have the 99 right here, which is really good. I don't think there's any paint defects on my copy of the helmet, so I'm actually quite glad, because you guys know me, I like my clone helmets, so I'm really happy that there seem to be no defects going on here. Now that was it for his accessories, so let's take those out of the way and take a closer look at the Bad Batch Echo. Now he does not come with a trigger finger, he only comes with a grappling hand. So we're gonna take a scalpel and we're gonna try to cut the finger without hurting ourselves, just so that way we can put the gun in his hand a bit better. I don't think we even cut it. Guys, be careful when you do this, you do not want to get cut. Alright. So that way now his fingers are separated. They're not perfect, obviously. I kind of messed up the cut a little bit here. Cut in his hand a little bit, but that's okay because we just want to get his gun in his hand. So now that we cut his finger, sounds really wrong, I know, but look, He can hold his gun a whole lot better. The finger goes into the trigger, so it looks a lot better this way. So let's get back into the actual review here. If you want to attach the grapple piece, you literally just plug it on and it holds itself pretty well. I feel like it should be able to, you know, be pushed on a little further than this, but I don't know if you guys can see it, but the sculpt here from the actual arm hinders this piece from going on further, so it just came off. So it comes off, it can come off quite easily, but if you guys just want to pose them, you can just push this piece on and you're ready to go. Now none of this is articulated, so it's just cast in the plastic. It doesn't even have, does it have rotation? Oh, okay, apparently this comes off, I guess, but you can't move it. You can move the arm with it, so you can see, you can move it at the arm, but there's nothing else going on for it. It's a bit too big in my personal opinion, but again, I don't think we ever saw it in the show yet, so not sure how that would look in there, but it's definitely nice to have it, even though it just doesn't work for me if you have it on like this. I don't think I am doing it wrong. Yeah, I'm not a big fan that you have it on like that, so yeah. This is his arm accessory, just for those wondering, and yeah. Now here he is out of the box, and I gotta say he's definitely my favorite member of the team in plastic form, just because I feel like the way they made him in 6-inch scale works the best for him. The other characters look great too, but I think I definitely prefer him. In terms of the armor look, I like him the best. I like his helmet, I think he looks really good. And I like the fact that he has a prosthetic arm. I think it adds so much more to the actual character. And posability is as you'd expect. There are some new parts that I would like to show you guys in the moment here, and then after that we're going to be taking a look at his articulation. There are some things that bother me about this figure actually, and I'll get to that in a moment here, but I think for the last member of the team he's definitely not a bad figure, but that's just my opinion. So let's take him off the rotating turntable and take a closer look at Bad Batch Echo. Taking a closer look at Echo from up close, you guys can really appreciate some of the detail they put into this figure, alongside with some of this nice silver weathering right here, if you guys can see it. And he has some nice scorch marks on the right side of his chest and some on his shoulder pad. Some nice red detailing all over the armor, nice red lines. His arms, chest, head, skirt piece, and knee pads are completely new sculpt. I have this custom work in progress here, so please excuse the prosthetic leg, but I just brought him out to compare here. So he has the same shin and thigh pieces as this regular clone, but the arms are also not the same. Neither is the upper arm, because the upper arm has armor on the regular clone, whereas to this guy does not. And he does, of course, have a unique chest plate. He doesn't have the same stomach piece, and he also does not have the same groin piece, if you guys can tell. It's completely unique. Now, aside from the pieces, you can see there are some things that bother me about him, and that is the helmet. And now I praise the helmet for looking amazing. However, getting this helmet onto the actual head is a bit of a pain. Now it's attached with a latch here, which apparently came off, and it just doesn't work for me. I know that that's all they had to work with because of the way he puts it on in the show, but if you take off the helmet and you try to put it back on, this part is fairly easy, but trying to get the peg into the actual peg hole is a bit of a pain. And if you put it on, you can put it on like this, and it does work, but I always get the feeling that it's not actually properly attached. I feel like this ledge right here, this should be right there in that little ledge here, but I can't get it to work, and as you guys could just see, the peg popped off, and it's just a bit of a pain. I wouldn't know how else they would have done it, so I guess I have no right to complain there, because again, from the front you don't really notice it at all. But I don't like that at all. It doesn't work for me. I wish they cast his prosthetic arm in a gunmetal type plastic instead of just a regular gray. I feel like, you know, it is a prosthetic arm and it is made of metal. So yeah, let's go over articulation. So he seems to have a dumbbell joint at the top of the neck with a ball joint connected to the bottom of the neck. He does obviously go all the way around, and he does have some nice tilt to him, which is also appreciated. If he has his helmet on, which allows him to look up that far, you can look down that far, which is also not bad. Now he does have a full 360 rotation for his arm. He does in fact have a butterfly joint. You can see it a little bit here, which gives him some nice range of motion. His shoulder pads are a softer material, which allow him to move his arms up way past 90. He does go past 90 a little bit with rotation at the elbow. He does not have a gauntlet rotation, and he has a up and down hinge for his left hand. Again, no trigger finger. I had to cut that off here. He does seem to have another dumbbell joint in the base of the torso, which allows for some nice hula hoop action. He can crunch down that far forward. He goes back this far. He can kick that far forward with his skirt piece, limiting a little bit of the articulation. He can kick that far back. Again, the skirt piece limits the articulation a little bit. Out. Thigh rotation hidden by the armor, which is really nice. He does have a single jointed knee, which does go way past 90 with rotation at the knee here. His feet go down this far. They go up that far, and he does have a forward-facing pin for rocker. So, my final thoughts on this figure. I think he's definitely a nice figure to pick up. There's some things that bother me about him, but I think the amount of things that I like about him definitely outplay the things I don't like about him. I think it's nice that he has a good amount of accessories, and if you guys have a chance to pick him up, I think you should pick him up. He's definitely worth the money, I think. And of course, if you're collecting the rest of the Bad Batch, you have to pick him up because he's an essential member of the team. Paint application is nice. I think there's some definitely nice detail on there that is not existent on the other figures. But yeah, those are my final thoughts. So yeah. And that already concludes my review of the Bad Batch Echo action figure review. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, let me know down in the comments below, please. And turn on that bell for post notifications to never miss out on any of my future reviews. There's always a lot to review, and I will see you guys in my next video. And until then, auf Wiedersehen.